Okay, so when you read over Caring Relations and Principles of Justice by Virginia Held, um, she makes a couple interesting points. The first thing she's kind of discussing is the controversy over whether one should always universally abide by a ethical theory. And she's specifically talking about deontology or utilitarianism. One of the reasons it's difficult to follow any of those theories is because you're supposed to treat everyone the same. And I know some people might think, well, that's a good thing, of course, to treat everyone the same. But she says that basically the human experience is one in which we can't do that. And what she specifically is talking about is the caring relationships that we have with other people, specifically people in our own family or our friends, people we're very close to. So even though maybe if we have $500, we should give it to the poorest people on the planet if we're using utilitarianism or even deontology for that matter. The truth is that we're going to help people who we're very close to because we have a special bond or obligation with those people. I'm going to read this. This is on page 79 of your text at the bottom. She says the feminist challenge to Kantian moralities does require a change in this paradigm. It does not pit an individual ego against universal principles, but considers a particular relationship between persons a caring relationship and questions whether it should always yield to universal principles of justice. When universal principles conflict with the claims of relationships, the feminist challenge disputes that the principles should always have priority. The feminist critique gives us reason to doubt that justice should always have priority over care. So while it may be just to save one person over the other, the truth is that you're going to save the people you know. Even if we take like a very small example and I say, um, there are 10 people in the water drowning and I have to go after one person. Forget even family members. Let's say that one is a student that I've had in class and the other people are all strangers. I'm much more likely to save just the student I've had in class. So it's not even that we have a special obligation. It's that knowing someone gives us some kind of relationship with somebody. So we care more about that person that we know. Now, of course, this could work differently. Let's say that you dislike somebody you know. Of course, you may not help them, but in general, you care more about people you know. She gives the Bernard's Williams discusses of whether a man may justifiably save his wife rather than a stranger if he can only save one. Williams suggests that if the man stops to think about whether a universal principle should permit him to give special consideration to his wife rather than treating both persons impartially, the man is having one thought too many. And this is kind of the idea, right? Yes, under deontology and under utilitarianism, we should treat everyone the exact same. But the truth is that we give special consideration to people we care about. And she even argues that that is the correct thing to do because we owe those people something. She goes on to give the example of a man who is a great teacher. This is on page 81 and 82. She talks about how the man is a great teacher and he spends time helping his class. And she says that once he applies utilitarianism to his case, he realizes basically that he should stay and help those other kids instead of going home to his own child because those 20 kids don't have anyone and his one kid is just one kid. But then she goes on to argue that no, he should spend time with his own child because that's his own child. He has a special relationship with that one kid. So, care relations basically seeks to encompass an ethical theory that says, yes, that these universal principles of justice, really, which is what utilitarianism and deontology are looking for, are good theories, but we have a special obligation and a special relationship with those people that we care about and that we formed relationships with. Sorry about that. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll talk to you later. Bye.